Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of New Brunswick Public Schools, welcome to Memorial Stadium and tonight's Senior Showcase featuring seniors from the Greater Middlesex Conference. We'd like to thank our sponsor this evening for the pregame warm-up shirts, the New Jersey United Athletic Club. They play in the NPSL, and they are an expansion franchise that finished their inaugural season in 2024 third in the league before a semifinal loss to the inevitable conference champion. At this time, let's meet the players for tonight's contest. Let's meet the players for your white and blue division squad. First, the coaches. From Piscataway, David Hilger. From South Plainfield, Kyle Dennis. And now let's meet the players. From Carteret, number 10, midfielder Justin Fuentes. Number 12, Stefano Jaramillo. From Colonia, number 3, Anthony Palito. Number 10, Christian Alvarez. And number 11, Javion Mandry. From Highland Park, number 7, Isaac Backenroth. From Metuchen, number 29, Athiomi Cole. From Middlesex, number 4, Joan Butrago. From Perth Amboy, number 11, Giovanni Pena. From Piscataway, number 5, Matt Aquera. Number 7, Maddox Davis. Number 17, Axel Martinez. From Sayreville, number 5, Kenneth Davidson. Number 8, Aiden Petras. From South Amboy, Wimmer Vieda. From South Plainfield, Daniel Correa. Number 9, Joe Garcia. Number 21, Carlos Bedoya. From South River, Melvin Santos, number 4. Number 8, Wilmer Chicas. Number 10, Carlos Bello. From Spotswood, number 5, Joe Nardino. Number 10, Cooper Day. And number 11, Kieran Barlow. From Woodbridge, number 19, Sebastian Correa. Ladies and gentlemen, your white and blue All-Stars. And now let's meet your red, gold, and silver squad. In their home uniforms, the coaches, Sam Roca. From St. Joe's. From Piscataway Magnet, Mike O'Boyle. And from South Amboy, Tony Gonsalves. And now let's meet the players. From Calvary Christian, number 9, AJ Meck. Number 16, Scott Graham. Number 21, Ben Graham. From JFK, number 11, Marios Zani. From Monroe, number 9, Brandon Wiegel. Number 10, Aiden Ayar. Number 99, Nate Offenberg. From New Brunswick, number 6, Michael Salgado. Number 7, David Roman. And number 22, Kevin Jacobo. From North Plainfield, number 9, Jeremy Menjivar. Number 10, Peter Rios. From Old Bridge, number 10, Gabriel Aguiar. From Piscataway Magnet, number 1, Kenny Palacios. Number 8, Dan Cerdas. From South Amboy, number 12, Ben Smith. From South Brunswick, number 7, Costa Viano. Number 10, Aiden Chang. From St. Joe's, number 1, Troy Boucher. Number 6, Zach Dosh. Number 10, Giovanni Amores. From St. Thomas Aquinas, number 9, Angel Rodriguez. Number 10, Nelson Fuentes. From Timothy Christian, number 7, Angel Trejo. Number 8, Justin Griguli. Number 10, Freddie Vasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, your red, gold, and silver GMC All-Stars. Now what does he want? Yo. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a late addition to the red, gold, and silver roster. Put your hands together from North Brunswick, Hayden McCarthy. All right, you guys can go. We're going to do the anthem too. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, if able, and remove your hats as we prepare to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, soccer fans. We are here at Memorial Stadium in beautiful New Brunswick, New Jersey for the 2024 GMC Senior Showcase. My name is Steve Jobin, and I'm here with Coach Michael Boyle, a longtime coach in Middlesex County and former Coach of the Year. So, Michael, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much, Steve. It's good to be here.
As you can see, the two teams now are lining up near midfield for the ceremonial photograph.
They should be some of the best players in Middlesex County. I'm looking forward to seeing a good game.
Looks like we have 52 seniors playing tonight.
That's fantastic.
So please let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. And you, the fans, show your team pride. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's game.
So, Michael, before we get into talking about some of these players, I do want to kind of point out a special evening for you and your family. I know this is a little bit of a surprise, but I wanted to point it out early that your son, Michael Boyle, is the head coach at Piscataway Magnet and was a small school and became Coach of the Year for the GMCs this past season, following in your footsteps.
Well, it's a nice honor for him. He does good work with Piscataway Magnet, so it's good to be recognized.
He's certainly an up-and-coming coach in Middlesex County, and we want to wish Michael the very best. So he tonight is coaching with Sam Roca from St. Joe's, and Sam is relatively new to the county, but a recognizable name for sure.
Absolutely, and he's done a really nice job with the team this year, winning the GMCs. So all credit to him.
Also want to point out that Kyle Dennis from South Plainfield was kind enough to help us out and guide us through some player acknowledgments and so forth, which we'll bring through the evening as well. So we're going to play two halves this evening, 45 minutes, and we have about 54 players, I believe, was the final count. So there'll be a lot of substituting. We'll apologize if we might get a name or a number incorrect, but we'll do our best to highlight the athletes all night long for sure. So, Michael, in today's game, when you put a bunch of players that perhaps haven't played together very much, give me some insight on what the coaching might be, the philosophy might be, putting these kids out there.
I'm thinking just to have a really good night of soccer to showcase these kids. You know, enjoy the game. Don't do anything crazy. Stop taking 25 touches on the ball and just let the ball do a little bit of the speaking. Really just enjoy the night. That's the whole program here.
I'd like to point out that the assistant referees for tonight's game are John Antonoro and Marshall Dorfman. Center official will be Sebastian Nieto. And we are just about at kickoff. As the
white and blue team seems to have won the coin toss, and they're.
I think there's a late minute substitution.
What just happened here?
It's a false start. They were just trying to throw us off early in the night. So, Michael, recently, as you mentioned, as we prepare for the kickoff, let's. The white and blue will be going left to right on your TV. And just by general appearance,
The multicolored.
it's the multicolored and the white strips of the blue and the white and blue team.
And here we go.
And we are underway here in New Brunswick. Home of the Zebras, as they say. It's a great setting, one of the older stadiums in Middlesex County, and surely a historic site for sure.
And they've done a great job with this stadium, Steve, because I think we remember bringing teams down here where it wasn't such plush settings.
That's true. That ball rolls out of bounds for a throw. I was mentioning to you prior to the game, Michael, that I recall playing on this field. It wasn't turf. And back in the mid-'80s, I believe it was 86, 85, 86, when we played North Brunswick. I was a goalkeeper at St. Joe's. And here we go.
Nice
Run
move.
down the right
Down the left.
flank. There we go. Overlapping run.
Well, good block.
Ball stolen at the top of the box. A little miscommunication.
I think you should have had the shot there, Steve. What do you reckon?
It's always nice to get that ball off your foot early in the game. So, Michael, this is a similar one that I was telling you about. The long throws. I had nightmares from Scotty Bird in
Yes, we were just talking about
1985 semifinals of the county. And now...
that can be a weapon if you can do it right.
long time ago, but that ball's played wide by the goalkeeper. It's touched away. Good combination play in the midfield and maintained by the white and the blue.
So as I look at both setups here, Steve, it looks like a traditional 4-4-2 setup. I guess it's hard to train. It's hard to do something different when it's just a collection of guys getting together for a showcase game.
Michael, this structure of the All-Star, having the seniors come together, many of these players, this may be their last high school soccer
It will
game.
definitely be their last high school soccer
And
game.
there's some contact near the 20. And that'll be set up for a direct kick about 30 yards out. It's an ambitious strike from there if going for goal. They'll set a 3-man wall, overlapping run on the outside.
Yes.
Uncovered for a second, but some good communication.
You can see there Troy trying to get all the marks taken care of.
It's a good effort early in the game. Put it on goal and make them make the play.
Exactly. Make the keeper make a save.
It's a steal in the midfield. Cutting back across the top of the box. Trying to maintain some possession and poked out of play.
It's a wide
Throw.
throw.
Nice brisk fall evening here. The week of Thanksgiving. Nice way to start the holiday week. Michael, I did see that there was I want to make note of the goalkeeper from St. Joe's, Troy Boucher, is committed to the U.S. Naval
That is
Academy.
correct.
So
That is correct.
that is definitely something that was noted in the pregame discussions.
And Troy has been a great player for St. Joe's for the last several years. And I see here 292 saves, 15 clean sheets. I mean, you can't argue with that.
And there's a through ball to the corner down the left wing. Ball's
Ball's
driven across and just wide.
There is hot drinks, cold drinks, sweet treats, and more at the Zebra Snack Shack. And to any college coaches in attendance, there are rosters and recruitment documents available also at the Zebra Snack Shack.
So Steve, just so that you know, this tournament, this showcase tournament is in existence since 2021. So this is the 4th year of this tournament. Really good thing for the seniors. Organized by Steve McKenzie, who's still coaching at Monroe, and their coach, Juba, is that how you pronounce that? Very good New Brunswick coach. So it's a really good thing for these kids at the end of the season. I think it's something that hopefully will grow organically and we'll get more college coaches here.
Michael, we were able to see the Woodbridge High play New Brunswick this year.
That is correct.
And tell you, the New Brunswick squad over the last few years, really a strong team. And I don't know if that's how they earned hosting tonight, but I'm sure it didn't hurt to have a real competitive team and a coach really that's is really connected to his players.
Correct. Active with the sport in the county.
And that ball's touched back. Still a little feeling out here early. Tough to find chemistry, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I know as we were talking in the pregame with the coaches of what they see as some things they'd like to get together, and they really just said let the kids play.
Yeah.
We're going to get the ball out there. This is going old school, and some good players are going to have some fun.
Exactly.
And that ball just goes wide of the goal for a goal kick for the White.
That's a good ball.
Good ball, good diagonal ball. Calmly played through the back and out wide. So far, Michael, the shape of the teams actually looks pretty good. Pretty balanced. Most likely because you've got some experienced players.
Absolutely.
These are the seniors. These are the most of them leaders on their team. And now you come to a setting where you're one of the boys. So sometimes that leadership can go well, and sometimes not so well.
Well,
But
tonight should be a good game.
I
Should be a good day.
I am interested to see. Most of the time your seniors are the good communicators, and that makes such a difference in the play of the game. It increases the quality of the play so much when players are confident and can talk the game.
Do you think that translates to a game when you've got a whole host of all-stars?
I think absolutely.
Well, real leaders will step up.
There's a steal. Oh, that's a
good
nice save.
Good save.
He's up, and that's
Up
well
again.
saved.
And straight
Good,
down.
good solid attack by the red. I'm going to call him the red, Michael, but
Okay.
that's the red, gold, and silver. By the time I get through the whole game, I think it'll be over.
So I think the centre back here has done quite a nice job. His name is Justin Grigiola from Timothy Christian. Plays smart, keeps it simple.
That is definitely something in the more recent years. You'll see the backs and the goalkeeper playing with feet.
That's the way the game is now. All these kids watch it on TV. They're going to play
That's
like
right.
they watch it on TV.
There's a turnover by White. Red teams bring it down to the corner. Looking for support back to the midfield. Good two-touch there with a good long cross. Just a little long, and it rolls out for a White throw. You can start to hear that communication pick up a little. I think we're starting to see a set of subs
Getting organised.
getting organized. I'm sure there'll be wholesale subs
Oh, I
at some
think,
point
yeah.
throughout the night.
Just to complement like your conversation there on organisation and leadership, I think in a game like this, it's very hard to keep the defensive shape solid all the time. You know, guys aren't used to playing with each other, not used to each other's signals. You know, they take a couple of games to bed in. You know, so I'm sure there'll be a few errors in the back tonight.
So we would like to make sure that we recognize some of the division champs in Middlesex County this year with South Brunswick, the Red Division champ, Piscataway, the white division champ. South Plainfield, the blue division. The gold division was Piscataway Magnet, and the silver division was St. Thomas Aquinas. So congratulations to those student athletes and the coaching staff and the school administration for making such a great effort to make the program so successful. Also like to give a shout out to Mike Peaty, the president of the GMC, a really good athletic director and a really good guy. So Mike, thanks for all you do for the athletes in Middlesex County and all the athletic directors that you represent. At points, Michael, it looks like there's a scrimmage out there,
Yeah,
but that's well defended.
that's what happens.
A little touch in the back, and that's going to be a foul on
Probably
red.
a free out.
Nope. So early in the season, Michael, we talked about the fitness of the athletes.
Shouldn't be an issue
It
tonight.
shouldn't be an issue.
If anything, an odd injury may come back to haunt one or two
Yeah.
of these guys.
Well, a couple of these players may not have been. They may not have played in a couple of weeks, which is also kind of
That's true, too.
interesting. So many of the kids now are playing club ball, so
Correct. That's all started back up again. for
they're
them.
all playing year round for the most part. Unless you're like Coach Kyle, Coach Kyle Dennis from South Plainfield was nice enough to joke with us that he was coming back from bowling practice because he's also the bowling team coach at Piscataway. At South Plainfield. So interesting that how the coaches sometimes piece it together in the off season. That's good combination play by the white through the midfield.
This has been a competitive game so far, Steve.
Sure. A couple of opportunities on each end. Sometimes you wonder if the players, how seriously some of the players, since these players play so much, you wonder on which games are important, which games aren't. It seems like they're free playing out there.
Definitely are.
They're challenging the ball when they need it. That's a good ball
That is a good
across.
ball in.
It's a good left foot and well defended. That ball's played up the outside on the left and touched out for a white throw.
As the warm-up continues here.
Well, it is a chilly evening out there.
So we're playing 2:45s tonight, Steve, which is a change from the normal high school routine, which is 2:40s. So it's great. Proper game of soccer.
I think the viewing audience was calling and clamoring for extra soccer tonight. So that was nice of them to make it more like a college game.
Exactly.
It's a good ball down the left flank, driven across, well played,
Yeah.
well
Yeah,
handled,
that's-
little juggle, but smothered. Well done on both sides. That ball driven at the near post on the turf,
tough.
it gets on you quick. Especially as the evening may get a little frost perhaps on the pitch. It's a good ball through the middle. Well played. Attacking down the left, cutting across the top by the 20.
At least
Yeah.
got a shot off. I like that. I like to see guys cutting across like that, and then they get the space to take the shot. Sends a message.
I like those ambitious that goes from
Yeah.
30. You know, you
Yeah.
never know.
I know.
That ball's played down into the corner, and that
Easy.
tipped across. Well
Yeah.
played. Goalkeeper's looking for his outlets. Finds his midfield. That's played back to the goalkeeper.
There's Gio Amara's on the ball, another St. Joe's guy. And Zach Dosh out there from St. Joe's as well. Zach's obviously a senior, but he plays his club ball for one of the academies and hasn't come out for a couple of years. This is his first year playing high school ball, and I think it was a big help to the St. Joe's team, bringing the standard of skill set that he has, really settled them in the back.
So, Michael, throughout the game, as we're watching here, we do want to highlight some of, as many players as we can.
Absolutely.
So we noticed that the goalkeeper, Wilmer Valeda from South Amboy, had a career 83 saves, 6 clean sheets.
I see that.
And also Daniel Correa from South Plainfield, another goalkeeper, 159 saves, 9 clean sheets. And Anthony Polito, who's a defender,
We saw him play for Colonia, I believe.
and was really a leader on his team.
Correct. Solid player.
We have Johan Bertago with 5 goals and 8 assists for Middlesex. There was also Joe Nardino with 5 goals
On the season, yeah, I see that.
for Spotswood. A lot of representatives from various different schools. I believe there was 16 schools that are represented here this
fantastic.
evening.
So I think we have a wholesale substitution going on here.
And there's a corner kick. That ball's driven in, flicked over. Red team has the ball down deep in the corner. And that ball runs a little long. Oh, well played.
Yeah, nice touch.
I'm sorry, Michael. I only read half the sheet. There's actually 24 schools
Even
here.
better, even better.
So the 24 schools represented here this evening. So a lot of talent for sure. Let's keep going here as the ball knocked out down the left side. The white team's in possession. We have Maddox Davis, who has 9 goals, 8 assists. It's a quality balance right there.
I think we missed a few here. Did you? Matt Aguera and Kenneth Davidson from Sayreville. No, Matt is from Piscataway and Kenneth Davidson is from Sayreville. And then Isaac Backenroth from Highland Park, who has 16 goals and 14 assists in his career. It's a good tally.
And that ball's knocked out for a red throw. And here comes your subs. Wholesale subs for both teams. I think in hockey they call that shift work.
A line change.
Line changes. Doing line changes now. So Aiden Petras from Sayreville has 5 goals and 9 assists. And Wilmer Chicas, like his name in the pregame announcements, he got a big round of applause. I think he had a following down here from South River with 11 goals and 21 assists. Great distribution from Wilmer. Joe Garcia, 32 goals, 8 assists for South Plainfield.
And to be honest, I have known of this kid, Justin Fuentes from Carteret. He's 23 goals this season, or in his career with Carteret. He's a really nice player.
Seemed to be one pass away. A couple times, had some real good advantage. It's a good challenge over on
Yeah, it's a good, strong challenge.
the right side.
Yeah, I like to see that.
It's well played in white. Played down to the corner. Cut to the middle. It's a very, very well struck shot and good strong save at the near post.
So, Steve, as you see, most of all the kids out here are wearing their school uniforms, you know. And I'm amused at how many 10s we have on the field.
Absolutely. We were joking about that with the coaches before the game. I said,
Everybody's
what number is that player? And he said 10.
The most sought after number in soccer.
So, Michael, let me keep going here because
Okay.
we've got Cooper Day from Spotswood with 10 goals and 26 assists. Carlos Bello from South River with 19 goals and 14 assists.
And Christian Alvarez from Colonia, 17 goals, 10 assists. And Javian Mandre, also from Colonia, with 15 goals and 6 assists.
Michael, I believe there was another player from
Colonia.
His
Yes.
last name, too, was Bello, I
It was
believe.
Noah Bello was his name.
Noah Bello.
Yeah, player of the year at Middlesex County. You've seen him play, Steve.
We
Very
saw him
impressed.
play early
Yeah.
in the year, and he certainly really dominated the game that we saw.
He took it by the scruff of the neck in the second half. It really fine second half performance.
I want to say that he had 2 assists and a goal, or 2 goals and an assist
That's right.
in the game that we saw. That's a little miscommunication there, but well played back and well cleared by the goalkeeper.
Giovanni Pena from Perth Amboy. Saw him play one night down in Perth Amboy. 7 goals, 5 assists for his career. Nice player too. Kieran Barlow. See, that's a nice easy name for me. Kieran Barlow. 83 goals and 23 assists representing Spotswood. And Stefano Jaramillo representing Carteret. I don't see any of his stats here, but Axel Martinez from Piscataway. We have 12 goals and 14 assists. And Sebastian Correa from South Amboy. 7 goals, 3 assists. And then Carlos Bedoya from South Plainfield, 12 goals, 22 assists. And Anthony Cole from Metuchen, 12 goals.
And that ball's down. Well played. Down in the corner, cut across the top of the box. Good, strong left-footed shot on goal. And well played by the goalkeeper.
And the last one, Anthony Cole, is Metuchen, 12 goals and 4 assists, Steve.
Well, we just mentioned a lot of goals.
So this
and
was
that's
a nice move.
driven down in, touched in, and that ball's
Just
off the side
outside
netting.
the post.
Just poked wide. the shot came on that far post, and a little long in that last touch.
Yeah. Keeper did what he needs to do, protected that near post.
Allowed him to come out, cut the angle,
Yep.
and really took it all away. That's the tough part of playing on the turf, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so fast.
It's, that ball runs away from you pretty quickly. Some good physical play on the near side. Shoulder to shoulder through the midfield.
Nice.
Cut across. And the player is offside. About 30 yards out. It's a nice convenient, or nice even line there, Michael.
Easy to read for the referees.
Absolutely. A convenient call, as they say. Notice
That's just
someone,
good.
there's a player down. We're going to knock that ball out. Look like perhaps a little knock on the top of the foot. And he's up. So we're back into play. We've got about just under 18 minutes to go in the first half. We're 0-0 in the GMC Senior Showcase for 2024. It's well played, and that's going to be touched out. Michael, some NJSIAA results for for Middlesex County. Oh, we've got a through ball here. Good shoulder to shoulder there, and stepped over. Was an odd twist.
We have an injury on the field that definitely looked unusual.
Definitely an odd twist. The young man. Defender stepped in. Felt pretty awkwardly. Didn't look like there was contact on the play, which is always. So, Michael, while they're looking into the injury, give us a little insight on what you're seeing so far in the first half.
Just kids having a good time, Steve. You know, not overly aggressive. A few bits of physical play, but for the most part, kids just moving the ball, having a good time, trying to play a nice game of soccer.
Any coaching strategies you'd implement?
It's tough in a one-off game, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's really tough to be a coach in a one-off game. You rely so much on what the kids bring to the table, you know.
Oh, for sure.
But to be fair, both teams look well structured. You know, playing solid 4-4-2 the whole time. You know, it's good. Well, hopefully this young man is okay.
So, Michael, I'm going to go back in time a little bit here. So, as we were kind of thinking about the seniors and in this kind of setting, you know, you have players from different schools, different backgrounds. You know, some big schools, some small schools, some strong programs, some weaker programs, and you know that sometimes doesn't gel very well. But I so far really impressed on the on the level.
Good players are good players, no matter where you get them from.
That's touched in. Oh, that's a good save.
Very good.
Not sure what happened there on the restart, but
So Ben Smith was the young gentleman that got injured, so we hope the best for Ben, that it's not too serious.
on
He
the
seems
restart, it looked like perhaps the red team wasn't really ready,
It looked like that.
and they got a good look at goal. I think as far as the offensive scoring opportunities so far, I think it's gone to the white
team.
with some real quality
Two
opportunities
really good opportunities.
and two really quality saves.
Correct.
So, Michael, the NJSIA results for Middlesex County, we had the Central Jersey Group 4 sectional finalists in Monroe.
And to be fair to them, they've been fantastic this last couple of years, going deep into the tournament every single year, and it's all credit to Coach Mackenzie down there. He does a fantastic job with those kids, you know, year in, year out. So yes.
So Middlesex got to the
Central Jersey
Central
Group
Jersey Group 1 sectional finalists.
Another program that year in, year out does well. I think to do well in a state tournament, you really have to have a history of being successful. You know, it's hard to do it for 1 year. You know, it's hard to do it on a 1 year off.
It's good communication in the back.
At South Plainfield too, Steve, got Central Jersey Group 3 sectional finalists as well. So, congratulations to those 3 teams for doing so well in the state tournament. It's a tough tournament.
Ball stolen at the top of the box,
Oh,
driven
good
just
strike,
over the
good
bar.
strike.
Looked like it was saved. I believe that ball was tipped.
I believe it hit the
And-
football crossbar.
And yeah, that ball's
Okay.
going out for
The corner,
a
yeah.
corner kick for Red. That ball was that came in hot for sure. The Red team's going to set up now for their corner kick. Well headed away by White, touched wide. Good one touch there. Good hold. Trying to use his speed down the right side.
Very good defending there.
Absolutely.
Very good defending. He waited till he showed him a little bit of the ball and he took it.
A little dangerous there to cut in at that point on the field, but good support from the left back. Little miscommunication there. Had a runner check into the ball. Ball played through. Turn over to White. Now worked around the back.
So as you call them, the Red team seemed to be pressing a little bit. The forwards seem to be working.
That ball's into the
Yeah.
left side of the box. Kept in well. A little behind, which can create a... there's a little meg on the side.
Oh, well played.
Those are difficult balls to get the right pace. Because on the turf, it is going to run. That's that timing that we were talking about earlier,
Absolutely.
Michael. When you're playing with folks that you know are going to they're going to think ahead. They're going to know where you want to play the ball.
That's a great ball.
And they're gonna play on here through the offside call.
It's starting to open up a little bit, this game, Steve.
A little bit.
The guys are lifting their heads a little bit, seeing what opportunities are available. Here we have another bevy of subs.
I think, Michael, you should call out all the substitute players that
yeah.
just were on the field. For the parents listening in tonight, please
Forgive us.
please forgive us.
For we know not what we do.
We'll do our best to highlight your kids because they certainly do deserve it. So, Michael, maybe we can knock off some of these players while we're coming into the last 10 minutes of the first half. Let's go through a few of these players for the Red team.
So we'll start with 3 goalkeepers on the team. There's Kenny Palacios, 279 saves and 20 clean sheets on his career at Piscataway Magnet, which is a very That's a good career. Then we have Nate Offenberg from Monroe Township, 151 saves and 8 clean sheets. And from what I'm hearing, the young gentleman is a big part of what's going on in Monroe. And then Troy Boucher from St. Joe's, who I'm much more familiar with. For 4 years, he had 292 saves, 15 clean sheets, and again, we'll say that he's committed to the U.S. Naval Academy. Number 6 from New Brunswick is Michael Salgado, another good player. Seen him play, and I mentioned Zach Dosh already from St. Joe's. Zach just came out this year and has really added a lot to the St. Joe's team. Costa Villano, number 7 from South Brunswick. 9 goals in his career and 17 assists.
Michael, this ball got down to the right corner, and well played by the red team. For those folks watching that think I might be colorblind, that might be true, but for my sanity, we're not gonna call them the red, gold, and silver team. We're just gonna call them the red team.
Well, as I'm watching this game, I am saying it to myself. It would be great to get a sponsor that would give give jerseys to both teams. It would be a great opportunity to sponsor this event.
Okay.
As the Amtrak goes by, or New Jersey Transit whistles by,
I
it's
think we've seen a few tonight.
gonna remind us
Oh,
that's a great
Yeah,
ball, and
I-
just offside.
I have to say, I noticed that
Well
before the
timed.
flag. Yeah, means they're looking in that direction.
Seems to be a little confidence over on that side for the red.
If you have time, go watch a few minutes on the stream. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
That ball's out for a red throw.
You got it. I'll talk to you.
Well played through the midfield, trying to push out wide. Nice overlap there. I think that's the combination played up front that the team's been missing a little bit. I think if they can gain some possession by their forwards and let some of those midfielders come through, probably makes life a little more difficult for that white defense.
And that's practice, you know.
I don't know, Michael. That sounds like a halftime,
Talk to the team.
discussion. Yeah. I think most of these players are probably playing out of position anyhow, but really can't tell. It's barely been some quality. But definitely that last touch, that's a turnover there. About the 30, cut across, good ball to the far post. Just
That's
runs
the
a
pace of
little
the ball.
wide. And that ball's played out. That's well played, and that'll be free out for the goalkeeper.
Using the width.
I think his coach drilled him well of touch the paint, touch
That's
the
right.
paint. Ball cut across the top of the box. Now your heads up, looking for possession here in that final third. That's well played.
Yes.
Good communication there. Just a little more patience. Oh, that's a good steal and turnover. looking on the chip. Start to hear a little more communication from the sideline, or that's apparent. Could be from the stands. As I notice a good crowd here tonight in New Brunswick.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
A few hundred people coming out in the cold on the week of Thanksgiving. Can't believe it's here already. Looking around, they've got the blankets and the hooded coats. Have to make sure we give a shout out to Carmel Dooley, who's supporting us in the booth this evening. She came all the way from Ireland just to hear the broadcast tonight. That's a long, good throw from the far post. Just missed wide.
Memories of Scotty Bird there.
Oh, nightmares.
Nightmares.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd again like to thank our game sponsor today, New Jersey United Athletic Club. They sponsored the pregame and they have a table near the Zebra Snack Shack. If you'd like more information about this up-and-coming NPSL club, visit them. They're here today. And thank you for your support this evening.
I need to have a smooth voice like that, Michael. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shot to the
Oh,
far
yeah.
post. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. Took the second touch, touched it into the top of the box. Left-footed shot to the far post. It hit the turf and really took off. We're going to see if we can get a name of that young man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one little moment of brilliance, right? As the saying goes.
Graham, and who was the assist? Okay.
It's Scott Graham from Timothy Christian scored the goal.
And the assist by David Roman, New Brunswick.
So David Roman with the assist on his home field. I'm sure that one's gonna sit well with the hometown crowd. And Scott Graham, a 33 goal, 9 assist player.
Red, gold, silver, gold scored
From
by
Timothy Christian.
Calvary Christians.
Calvary
Calvary
Christian.
Scott Graham. Assisted by New Brunswick's David Roman.
So Michael,
So
I
we're
have
in the
to
last couple of seconds of the first half. What are your thoughts, Steve?
say I really like that a player from one of the smaller schools in the county had such a quality play to put the ball in the net in the last couple of minutes of the
Agreed.
first half. You know, that goes to the depth of the county soccer, and really you have players from big schools, small schools, and they're out here really. That was worth the price of admission to see that goal. As we get into the last 5 seconds, that ball was touched out in the corner. And we are at halftime, and we have a score of the red team 1 and the white team 0. Thanks for a great first half, and enjoy your halftime, and we'll be back in a few minutes. And welcome, soccer fans in Middlesex County. We are back at Memorial Stadium in beautiful New Brunswick, New Jersey, and we are about to start the second half of the 2024 GMC Senior Showcase. Once again, we have about 26 schools represented this evening, about 50 plus athletes, all seniors, representing the various high schools from around the county.
And we're off.
The kickoff to the second half, we've got the red team
Playing left to right, and the white team playing right to left.
And that's well settled and just got it a little bit under his feet. Tough to play that combination through the middle, but a good touch
good
there.
ball.
Well done. A good strike on goal, and that's a great goal.
That's a great goal.
That's a great goal. Quick touch, quick turn, quick left foot.
He's shown himself to
High.
be a little bit deadly in the first half too.
High far post goal. And we are waiting for some information regarding the goal scorer. We have our intel on the sideline to help us out. But that certainly was a lightning strike, and that puts the red team up 2-0. We just once again, for the viewing audience, if you hear me talking about the red team I'm referring to is the red, gold, and silver. Those are the players in the colored jerseys, the dark colored jerseys, against the white and blue team with the all-white strips. And they are playing the ball from right to left on your TV screen. Although it might be a computer nowadays, so I think we're being live streamed. As I've heard, Michael, I've got the face for radio, so that's good. That ball's played through down the left corner,
There's a sprint on.
and that's
Goes out for a throw. So, Steve, it would be remiss of me to not mention the plush surroundings that were in here in New Brunswick in this press box. The collection of flies is quite extraordinary, to say
tis
the
the
least.
season. Those are zebra flies, as they say down here in this part of the county. That ball's played through. That's a nice touch. Turned. Good effort there.
And good defense.
So, Michael, I know we're going to try to highlight some of the statistics and for some of the players we didn't talk about in the first half. But let me go through a couple of the team statistics and highlight some of those. We had Colonia this year at 13-5-1, 5-1-1 in the GMC White Division. Just want to go back to the play. That ball's
well
down in the
represented
corner,
here tonight.
and that the head coach of Colonia is Thomas Jorski. And they had a fine season in Colonia. That ball's played down into the right corner, cut across the top of the box. Be careful, that gentleman's left foot. It is lethal.
That's our goal scorer.
Still waiting for some intel on the assist and the goal scorer to be able to help clarify that, because that's certainly worth more than an honorable mention. Ball's touched through. White team moves the ball through the midfield. Looks for the diagonal. Oh, and a dummy at the far post. Well done. Good communication there. That ball struck on goal. Deflected. to the
Good
near
reaction.
post and good reaction by the goalkeeper.
And the defender to put it out for a throw.
So, Michael, the South River boys soccer team this year, coached by Amanda Cobb, they were a very strong team as well, with a 6-4-2, 5-3-1 in the GMC Blue. That ball's played down the left flank. Looking to get back to the right. Seems to be a common thread there. It's a nice paced ball through the midfield. Good work back by the white team. Touched away. I like when those midfielders work back. It's a good ball down the right side. Touch it into the middle and cleared by the goalkeeper. So the Blue Jays of Middlesex, head coach is Jason Swain. They were 13-9-1, 1-5-1 in the GMC Blue Division. Spotswood, coached by Jeff Marvini, 12-7, 6-2 in the GMC Blue. And that ball goes over the top and out of play for a goal kick. The Piscataway boys soccer team, the Chiefs, head coach Dave Hilgert, who's here this evening, 6-6-3, 6-0-1 in the GMC White.
And we have the Sayreville boys soccer team head coach Nick Cifali, and they have a record of 4-13-1 and 2-4 in the GMC White. And a shout out to Keith Roig here from Highland Park tonight, who I think he's celebrating his 250th career victory with Highland Park this year.
That's
So
correct,
that's
Michael.
the head coach, Keith Roig. Really
coaching,
good guy.
Coaching milestone for Keith.
Huge number. Okay, his record this year was 6-12-1, 1-5 in the GMC Blue. You know, normally a strong team. This year wasn't as rewarding. South Plainfield. We saw South Plainfield play. Kyle Dennis is the coach. He's out here tonight representing the blue and white.
That's a good through ball, Michael. White team tracks back and knocked that ball out of play.
And South Plainfield had a record of 16-4-2 overall and 6-1 in the GMC Blue. And we have Carteret boys team. Head coach is Nestor Cortino, another very fine soccer coach. His record this year was 6-12-1 and there's 3-5-1 in the GMC Blue. Okay.
Michael, it was just a shot attempt there from about 50. An ambitious go at goal. Just went wide for the goal kick.
Perth Amboy boys soccer head coach is Payman Jamadar. And their record this year was 4-14 overall and 2-5 in the GMC White.
That's a good through ball down the left flank. Stepped in well by the red defender, who's actually in blue.
And Woodbridge are represented here tonight. Their head coach is Anthony Clark. Overall record 4-12-1, being 2-4-1 in the GMC White. I think we saw them play earlier in the year, Steve. And I'll say a shout out as well to the Metuchen boys soccer coach, another St. Joe's guy, Joe Miggets. Well, not really, but he did start at St. Joe's and went to Colonia. Good guy, record 7-13, 1-6 in the GMC Blue. He's relatively
This
new to
substitution is
Metuchen.
brought to you by your mobile carrier. If it's been a while since you've checked your text messages, check your texts.
We've got wholesale changes. Looks like there's a pregame party on the field right now, but we're going to get some of those players off. And right back into play. You can tell, Michael, that on a nice cool evening like this, the referees want to get those players on and off and
Absolutely.
keep playing.
Keep the game moving.
That's it. That's a good combination play down the left side. Hips around the ball, well played. Well played on both sides. He found a little bit of space, about 40 yards out. Little combination play down the flank. Leads to the cross, which got knocked out. Leads to the corner kick for White. That's dummied at the near post.
Oh, good
Up
effort.
high for the header, and well saved.
We've got a couple of more subs coming in here for the red and gold team.
I think that'd be a full-time job to track the minutes of all the players tonight. And I know the coaches, they certainly don't want to, they don't want to leave anybody out or shortchange anyone. Everybody's giving their best effort, trying
Absolutely.
to keep it equal if they can. But certainly with a roster of 25 plus players,
It's really difficult.
That's
really difficult.
that's gotta
It's a
be
headache.
difficult.
It's a headache.
That ball is just headed over the right back, touch back to the goalkeeper. So, Michael, that ball there, years past, passing the ball to a midfielder in the middle, back to the goal, down the center of the field would have been a big no-no.
Correct.
But the kids they have, these young
More
men
confidence.
have some confidence on the ball and can really control and really work the ball. So, Michael, also I'd like to also try to highlight some of the
The young gentlemen that
2000
were honored.
the 2024 GMC Boys Soccer All Conference. So these were the players that were selected to be All Conference first team. That's good.
It's a nice
blue ball.
honor.
And so let me go through from Colonia, Noah Bello, a senior. From Spotswood, Kieran Barlow. From South Brunswick,
Who's here tonight.
Aiden Chang. From Piscataway, Axel Martinez. From North Brunswick, Hayden McCarthy. Aiden Ayer from Monroe. Joe Garcia, South Plainfield. That ball's worked down to the corner, driven across to the top of the box. Good effort along the top of the box. Let me continue with this. We have Joseph Marinello from St. Joseph's, Jason Kaiser, South Brunswick, from South River, Melvin Santos, J.P. Stevens, Tenish Chen Tathan. I really butchered that Tenish, so I apologize in advance. From Monroe, Christopher Duran, Piscataway, Elias Blunt, South Plainfield, Samir Ibrahim. From St. Joseph's, Zachary Smith, Christian Alvarez from Colonia, Troy Boucher from St. Joseph's, George Kostick from Edison, and Coach of the Year is Michael O'Boyle, or as I like to call him, Little Michael. So congratulations to all of those all-conference selections for the 2024 GMC boys.
So some of those young gentlemen are juniors, and that's why they're not here tonight.
And many of them are.
Yep.
I think we've got nine of those all-stars playing here tonight.
So you want me to pick up where I left off here, honoring some of these fine young gentlemen?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We've got let me just do a little reset here. We've got just under 30 minutes to go. 2-0 red over white in the 2024 boys senior showcase. It's all yours, Michael. Highlight these players.
So, from Timothy Christian, Angel Trejo. His career stats are 5 goals and 6 assists. From New Brunswick, David Roman, who actually has impressed me very much tonight watching him play. 13 goals and 5 assists.
I believe he had the assist on the first goal this evening.
Yes. And Justin Gujulu, also from Timothy Christian. And it's 83 goals and 23 assists. So there's a man that knows how to put the ball into the back of the net.
Yes.
From Piscataway Magnet, Daniel Cerdas. Now I've seen Daniel play a few times. Another guy that has impressed me. 42 goals in his career, 4 assists.
Say it again?
Going to be a good. I'm not sure where he's going to college, but I know that he's interested in playing at the next level.
Okay.
From Calvary Christian with A.G. Meckel. What have we got here? So let me just clarify that the goal number 2 scored for the red team was Peter Rios from North Plainfield, who has 15 goals in his career for North Plainfield and 5 assists. And the assist on that goal was
Costa Villano. What a great
Ladies and
shot.
gentlemen, we apologize for the delay. The second goal tonight was scored by number 10, Peter Rios from North Plainfield, assisted by number 7 from South Brunswick, Costa Villano.
And also playing here tonight from North Plainfield is Jeremy Menjivar. Okay, 11 goals and 10 assists on his career.
So, Michael, we have a corner kick here for the red team. Driven to the far post, just headed out. Looks like it flicked over and will be a red throw.
Is it a throw? Yep.
Some good footwork up the sideline. Ran out of room there.
Okay, I'm also giving a shout out to St. Thomas Aquinas player Angel Rodriguez, and Brandon Weekle from Monroe Township. 6 goals and 10 assists on his career. And we mentioned Aidan Ayar already from Monroe Township. He has 19 goals and 18 assists. And I think Aidan Chang is out there at the minute for South Brunswick, wearing number 10, 18 goals and 13 assists. And the other St. Thomas Aquinas player on the field is Nelson Fuentes, 21 goals, 21 assists on the season. So Steve, has anybody stood out for you over the course of the night?
No, Michael, it's been pretty evenly played. And obviously the 2 goals, really quality goals. And so Peter Rios, I mean, he's really played well in that kind of that on the right side, cutting back to the left with the left along the top of the box. So I think that that's extremely dangerous player. So I'm sure the coaches have noted that. And
I would totally concur with you. He's probably the one that has impressed me the most. You know, it's hard to pick it out from such a good, talented bunch, but I think Peter Rios is somebody that when he's on the field, I can't keep my eye off. You know, you want to know what he's doing.
Michael, one other thing I've noticed here is that, you know, there's a predictability that yep, he's offside. It's right in front of us. A little hesitation on that pass, and that's what led to that offside. But what I've noticed is that the obviously the timing is not great on some of the balls, but also they seem to be playing very predictable, and that's in some ways that's not good. So they're playing similar passes time and time again, trying to do the same thing, and it's a good cut with the left, and well played by all.
The keeper.
So I'd like to see a little change up in that the combination through the midfield along the sidelines to really get that perhaps a quick strike cross a little bit earlier, and I think they might find some space on that far post.
So a little bit more creativity out of the midfield is what you're asking for. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think when you're trying to you're playing the correct ball, but maybe not the right ball.
Mm-hmm. And again, I go back to not being able to practice.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm a believer that good teams are predictable. That ball's going to sit down nicely.
Yeah.
I think I guess they called him off.
He was. In my estimation, he was off.
Right. So I like when teams are predictable to themselves.
Correct.
But when they start to become predictable for the other team,
Correct.
then that creates the issue of they've got to be able to change it up. So I think some of that combination play, that 1-2 down to the corner, I think if that inside midfielder can turn, look towards the far post, play that direct diagonal ball, I think they're going to see some more success. Do see a little more possession from the white team.
I do. I was going to say in the second half they definitely
That's
have
a good
little
ball
bit
to the
better
far
possession.
post.
Here we go.
There we go. He's in. And just off the post. Good ball through. And that ball nicked off the far post and is now out of play for a throw-in for White. Some consistent pressure here by the White team. That's that long throw that they've been working on. That ball sails just outside of the far post, and it's going to spin on the turf, and they're going to come out with possession.
So, Steve, sometimes when we watch a game like this, we're always looking for the guys that make the nice pass, make the nice midfield pass, the goal scorer, the finish. But I have to point out number 6 from St. Joe's, Zach Dosh. I think he's a very solid, calm player on the ball. Never puts his foot wrong. Just does the simple things really, really well. And he's impressed me again tonight, and I've seen him play a few times.
Are you going to tell me now how good of a math student he is, Michael?
I could tell you that too.
All right, there you go. See, there we go. Now we get to the real meat of the potatoes here.
So a few more names here. Freddie Vasquez from Timothy Christian, 10 goals and 7 assists. And Gabriel Aguiar from Old Bridge, 8 goals, 7 assists on his career. And Gio Amores from St. Joe's. I don't have any of his stats here in front of me at all. Marios Zani from JFK, 9 goals and 3 assists. We have to have a shout out to Paddy McGroarty from JFK, another math teacher. Ben Smith from South Amboy is out here tonight. And so too, well, Scott Graham had a really nice goal. He is the first goal in the game from Calvary Christian, am I correct?
Yeah, that was a great ball, taken into the top of the box, strong left foot, curled it into the far post.
It was a nice ball.
There's another good
And
goal.
I'm assuming Ben Graham is his brother, also from Calvary.
Oh, there's a
Calvary
good.
Christian.
Oh, that's a great save. Real firm hit. Good look
White still
again,
has the ball.
and some consistent pressure. Well done.
And last but not least here is Kevin Jacobo from New Brunswick.
Might have been the save of the game right there,
Yeah.
Michael.
I agree with you on that.
We used to have a saying of 2-0 is the most dangerous score in soccer. It's a
I still think it holds true today.
gentleman named Spencer Rockman years ago used to pronounce that to many of the players around Middlesex County through the Rovers program.
I think that's an old saying in soccer. There's no question about that.
Well, that's because Spencer's old now, Michael, so that's okay. So that's touched out for a corner kick for the Red. And that save was made by Nate Offenberg. Didn't have much time to react, but really reacted well to his right. Ball was really struck really well from the top of the box, maybe even a little inside. And there's a drive as well, and
That's a good strike.
that's well done. And that's, I believe, a good save as well by the goalkeeper. Starting to pepper the ball a little bit.
Good ball.
A little deflection in there by the referee, but played out by the white team. This is where I see that far. There you go. Now we're talking some early crosses. It'll swing those defenders a little bit more, a little less predictable. I think you're going to find some magic in this. A little more possession. Well done.
It's out for a corner. The white team have a corner.
I think it's going to be a throw. I think it just snuck. No, it's going to be out for a corner. Good call, Michael.
I have to say from this position, Steve, if it goes out to the left of the cone, it's a corner, and if it goes out to the right of the cone, it's a throw.
Well, that's a technicality that I wasn't really counting on you seeing. So, and I can barely see the far side of the field, so that's a whole different issue. So we have about just under 16 to go. There's a collision in the midfield. A little sloppy on that tackle. Both players come up a little limpy. It's going to be a direct kick for the white team. Holding up play for a substitution of the player. I don't want to say he's an injured player, but he did get a little nick. We are back in action. That 50-50 ball was won by the white team. Goalkeeper well off his line. Turnover in the midfield.
Nice ball. Very
Good
nice
through ball. He's got the inside angle. Well saved.
Good save.
And good distribution by the goalkeeper.
So we have good representation here tonight from the Munro's boys soccer. Head coach Steve McKenzie, and I really should give a shout out to Steve because he was instrumental in organizing this several years ago, providing an opportunity for these kids to be highlighted as they finish their soccer careers in high school, and some of them head off to college. His record this year was 16-6-1 and 4-2 in the GMC. Another outstanding season for Steve.
Michael, before you continue, I'd like to just give some credit to Wimmer Valeda from South Amboy, who's in goal right now and has made some exceptional saves to keep the clean sheet for the red team. So I just wanted to highlight some of his things. We've seen some outstanding goalkeeping on both ends.
And we also need to give a good shout out to the New Brunswick boys soccer team. Okay, Joseph Zuba. I'm always iffy about pronouncing his name. Good coach, again, instrumental in setting this up with Steve McKenzie. So a great thank you to them. He was 6-8-4 overall this season, but at a tough time in the red division, he was 0-2-4. But that does not reflect on the program here. It's a very good program.
And we should, while we're there, Michael, we should also just thank New Brunswick High School and the New Brunswick Board of Education for allowing us to have the game here this evening, highlighting these athletes and putting all the resources into making this this night really special
Absolutely.
for these players. So just want to put a thank you out to them as well. And
as I'm sitting up here, I see Coach Chris Hastings from South Brunswick down here in the viewing gallery. He had a fine season, 12-6-3, 4-1-1 overall in the red division. Always a quality program.
And I believe St. Joe's and South Brunswick played in the county finals this year.
They did.
And St. Joe's came away with a 2-1 victory in the finals.
It was a penalty shootout, Steve.
Can't get closer than that.
Yeah.
So that's two quality teams playing playing down to the wire. White team drives the ball across. It's a really good cross. So, Michael, the St. Joe's Falcons head coach Sam Roca, who's here this evening, we're 14-2-2, 4-1-1 in the GMC Red, and GMC champions this season. We had Timothy Christian, Fabian Buono, the head coach, who's leading Timothy Christian at this point, 8-12-1, 3-1-1 in the GMC Gold. And their team also highlighted a total of 84 goals and 16 goals against. So a great combination of good defense and some good offense. Piscataway Magnet, head coach by Coach of the Year, Little Michael O'Boyle. I'm sure he's going to hear this broadcast and say that I'm picking on him, but I am. So that's okay. And he'll have to buy us pizza to make sure the record is squared away. So Little Michael led the Piscataway Magnet School 11-9 this season, 4-1 in the GMC Gold, and really that program has really come a long way. The magnet schools are not notoriously strong soccer programs, but Michael has really put together a really good group of kids and good athletes that play a real disciplined brand of soccer.
And from Timothy Christian, head coach is Andy Mecca, which I'm sure is the father of, or definitely related to AJ Mecca, who's out here tonight. Their record this year was 9-11 and 4-3-1 in the silver division. And from North Plainfield, head coach Paul Figuera. And their record is 10-8-1 and 4-2-1 in the GMC Blue. And some very fine players from North Plainfield out here this evening.
Michael, I'd like to just tell you that the ball was poked out for a throw-in simply because it went to the right of the corner flag.
Well, I'm glad you're learning.
And you thought I didn't understand what you said.
Well, when you're watching these games, you have to look for clues, Steve. So from Thomas Aquinas, head coach Jason Chung, 11-9, record overall 6-0 in the GMC Silver. So they won the GMC Silver this year. Congratulations to St. Thomas Aquinas boys.
And the athletic director, Jerry Smith, a longtime friend.
That's right. The Old Bridge boys soccer program is represented by Chris McGrath here. Another good Irishman, if I may say. Nice record this year. Okay, 7-8-4 and 2-2-2 in the GMC Red. Good program.
So does that mean there's one good Irishman?
Exactly.
That's well played down the right side. Well played.
And Islin Kennedy are represented here tonight. Their head coach is Vincenzo Verdino, and their record this year is 5-12-1 overall and 2-2-1. Now, it would be remiss of me, Steve, if I didn't give a shout out to Mr. Eddie Bobble, who was a long-time coach at Kennedy High School. And I know he's retired a number of years now, but brings back good memories.
Well, the Bobble family, now I believe Eddie Jr., I believe he's a police officer in Middlesex County, and I believe he's in East Brunswick.
That's Charlie that's in East Brunswick.
Charlie's in East Brunswick.
Eddie's with the state police, I believe.
Yeah, so a good family and a good soccer family, for sure.
They're all done.
You're all done.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give you homework.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're in the last 6 minutes here. Well, 6.5 minutes to go. It's still 2-0 to the red team. But it's been quite an entertaining second half.
So in some of our broadcasts this year, Michael, we talked about the relationships and those kind of things. And that ball's touched out. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick. But the relationships you build with folks over the years, and think about the parents here watching their many of their kids their last high school game. Really mixed emotions, I'm sure. But we really want to thank the parents for all their support through the various years. I'm sure most of these players are playing club ball, but there is definitely a difference, and that's a great goal.
That's a great finish.
That's a great goal. So there's 5.5 minutes left. It's 3-0. Red.
I think that was Justin Grugiulo from Timothy Christian. That was a great finish. Beautiful ball in.
Technically, Michael, they tell you head the ball down.
And he
right?
did exactly
head the
just
ball
that.
towards the goal line.
Correct.
So that was
Classic.
technically right on point with what the coaches would be telling them. So once again, Michael, with just under 5 to go, just acknowledging those the parents and sitting here in the cold, in the blankets, and probably they wouldn't trade it for anything right now to see their kids playing the game that they loved since they were kids.
That's correct.
And I was starting to say before that great goal, the difference in playing for your school and playing for your club is certainly just a much different experience. And there's a lot of pride that goes into
Pulling on that shirt for your school
Absolutely.
when you represent something. I always just like to say to the kids, their names are not on the jersey for a reason. There's only one name. It's your school.
And there's a foul about 30 yards out.
This is an opportunity. What are you seeing here, Steve Farbar?
I think we're going to put it right about, if
Top
all
of the
all
six.
goes well, it's going to be an in-swinger.
Correct.
And we're going to put it around, it's got to be a little deeper.
Yeah.
Going to go about the 8 there.
I don't think that's what he intended
Swing it
at
in.
all. Some nice footwork there.
And that ball was kept in. I think everybody now, it's tapped and just goes over.
Yeah.
Deflection over the bar. Late in the game, it's always easier to make that offensive run. But I got to tell you, those defenders, they're not so happy with
Not
making
at
them at
all.
this point. and the midfielders are even worse.
And was there an assist?
That ball's deflected to the far post.
The goal was Brunswick's Hayden McCarthy.
The goal was scored by North Brunswick Hayden McCarthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the delay. The last goal was scored by North Brunswick's Hayden McCarthy.
I think if we were playing the time of possession game today, I think it's pretty even.
I would agree.
But the chances that were taken advantage of by the red team, really a few moments of brilliance in the offensive third, 2 really, really fine left-footed shots from near the top of the
Ladies
box.
and gentlemen, we'd like to once again thank our sponsor for this evening's game, New Jersey United Athletic Club. They play in the NPSL. They're an expansion franchise, and they finished in their inaugural campaign 3rd in the league before a loss in the conference semifinals. Thank you again to New Jersey United Athletic Club.
Well, and you just heard the announcement, the live announcement of our sponsor for this evening. But I also have to, as a soccer fan in this area, we've got this upcoming weekend. We've got the Red Bull playing playing against Orlando, so that should
Down
be a
in
good.
Orlando, I think.
Down
it
in
is,
Orlando.
Saturday afternoon.
So it should be interesting to see how the Red Bulls go. But 30 seconds left in the 2024 Boys Soccer Senior Showcase. And
McCarthy has proven
that
himself
ball-
to be a handful.
That ball gets tapped over the bar.
I think we're going to probably let the clock run down. And that's, I would
And
say,
we've
all there is from us
got,
today.
and that is our final score here in New Brunswick at Memorial Stadium. The 2024 Boys Soccer Senior Showcase goes
Ladies and
3-0
gentlemen,
to the
Our final score this evening.
Red
3-0 for
and
the red,
0
silver,
for the white.
and gold.
Thank you very much for watching, and keep in touch for next season. A lot of great soccer going on in Middlesex County, and thank you for tuning in.
And good night, everybody. Now go ahead.
Hey, soccer fans! I just want to make sure that you know that Peter Rios from North Plainfield is the player of the game, the man of the match, as they say. So, congratulations to Peter, and to all the athletes that played tonight. Thanks again.
Hey, everybody, this is Mr. Nessie, the advisor of the Zebra Podcast Network, and I want to thank you for watching this broadcast of the Zebra Podcast Network, this installment of ZPN Sports. Congratulations to all of the GMC All-Stars. The red, gold, and silver squad was victorious today. They win 3-0 over the white and blue squad. In the game, we had goals from Scott Graham. Scott Graham is from Calvary Christian. Peter Rios scored a goal. He was, again, your man of the match from North Plainfield. He scored the second goal of the game from the red, gold, and silver squad. And Hayden McCarthy chipped it in at the end with the third goal of the game. And Hayden McCarthy is from North Brunswick. Scott Graham's goal was assisted by David Roman. David Roman is one of your New Brunswick Zebras. And the second goal was assisted by Costa Viano. He is from South Brunswick. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream of the game, make sure you hit that like button, smash the bell, and we thank you for your support of the Zebra Podcast Network. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you at some point with winter sports. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. As you exit Memorial Stadium this evening, we ask that you please deposit any garbage and recycling in the appropriate receptacles located throughout Memorial Stadium. On behalf of New Brunswick Public Schools, the New Brunswick Board of Education, the Greater Middlesex Conference, and the Greater Middlesex Conference Soccer Coaches Association, thank you for your support of all your senior athletes this evening. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.